Ha! And we're already back with the new title. So get some new input. This is the test input that we get. And let's get our actual input as well. So, that's cool, that's cool. And then the output would be 5 or what? The number of points where at least 2 lines overlap. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I still need to count them as overlapping or something. So there's 5 point overlapping in the example input. So let's write that. Test input results in 5 overlapping points. Yeah, here we go again. So read day 5 test input.txt. Assign it to input and then try to solve the first day 5 solve. And then assert that actual is equal to 5. Day 5 doesn't exist just yet. It'll have at least this one with puzzle input, which is a list of strings, and then it should return an integer. And for now, it's going to return 0. Voila. Yeah, but now what? Fucking hell. So we need to generate multiple points. That's a bit the issue here. We already get the initial ones. So hang on, if we have 0,9 and it leads to 5,9, then what do you have? A list of nearby lines. Ah, yeah, wait, we could skip the ones that don't have. Ah, yeah, that's much easier. In fact, they give you the example. So I guess this is not a diagonal, because here the y is the same. And what is x? X. Horizontal line. So x is horizontal, y is vertical. Okay. Okay, maybe it might be okay still. Let's just try. First, let's try an inner class line drawing. I don't know, generation. Draw lines. I don't know. Draw line test. Can draw horizontal lines. So if we have Now what I wonder what we should take as input. Maybe just a string like that. So it was something like 0,9 and then an arrow. No, it's a space and then an arrow and then another space. And then 5,9. Fucker. 5,9. This means that y stays the same, so it's a horizontal line. Draw a line. I don't think they call them points, but coordinates or something. I don't know. Coordinates. No, these line segments include the points at both ends. So these are indeed points. So point, and these are coordinates, both of these. Point doesn't exist yet, even though IntelliJ thinks it does. So we'll have an x, which is an int. I guess it's a uint, but val y is also an int. So if we make it into a uint, it's going to be more difficult to calculate. So let's keep it at integers. Yeah, so this is what should happen. Assert that actual contains exactly and this should return a point, so we can just pass that to like that. So contains exactly, it includes these 5, and then we just want 1, 2, 3, 4. So and then draw line doesn't exist yet. Returns a list of points. Let's first get the coordinates. So that would be start coordinate and then end coordinate. And then we can split the current string on spaces and then take first and take last, basically. How do you do that? Okay, maybe what I can do is replace the arrow or something first and then split it. Replace with nothing. And then split on a space. Only take 2. And then do the structuring to apply them like that. And then what I can do is map these already to points. Point from string. Input string. And now I want to destructure x and y, I guess. Can we do that? Miser. We'll do the same, so we'll split based on the comma. So this should be this dot split, no? Oh no, input dot split. And then just return point xy. Map to int. I was looking for ways to inline this, but it should be okay, yeah. All right. Point from string with it. So now we've got already 2 points, and my idea now is to just generate like you would do 1.4 or something, or 5. There you go. This thing, if I assign that, it's an int range. And I wanted to use that. So my idea was I want to just return start coord dot end coord. And this thing doesn't exist yet, but we can make that. And I'm just gonna keep it like this. So we need to generate, no wait, we need to do this dot x to other dot x, and these are all the x coordinates, val x range, and then we'll do the same for y. And now we've got both ranges, and then yeah, it's really just combining all of them, no? So return, yeah. If we make them into pairs first, maybe. So how do you do that? Range, can you zip? Y range? And then this is gonna return that. Well, let's define the type. Yeah, so now we just need to map these into points, where we say, and I think x is first, so if we say x, y, we'll just return a point of x and y. Nee? Yeah. And this we can just return. I think that should be okay, in fact. Let's try to, oh man. I haven't run my test to know if my test is a good one. But yeah, I'm guessing that it is. Oei. Oei. Ah yeah, it should be like this then. Oh yeah, I see. So I cannot do this, but let's do. Godverdomme, ja. So maybe instead, what I want to do is replace blanks with nothing. And then split on that. Yeah, that's better, huh? Might be that the order is different. Oh, wait, why is 0 not included? That's strange, eh? Let's go to our Scratch file. And then just go 0 to 5. For each. Println it. So it does go from 0 to 5. And where did the 0 go? Oh wait, I'm silly. Could not find the following elements. So we only keep 0. That's why it was weird. Okay, that's fine. It's in our test still, I think. Oh, I guess this is why we only... Yeah, fucking hell. So I want a point of... Nee. I want to do this because this start coordinate is a point and it should go to end coordinate. So why? Let's also print y then. See what that does. Oh, fuck. Zip is not doing Cartesian. No, it's not my file. Oh man. I feel judged already, Luke can. No, they're not. I've been doing Kotlin for a while. Maybe you can help me. I see. No, so it's Advent of Code number 5. This one. You're a Swift developer. Maybe you can help me. How would you do Cartesian product in Swift? Yeah, so Advent of Code is every day starting from the 1st of December to the 25th. There's like a squad of people that are inventing puzzles basically, and then they give you every day a difficult coding challenge. It's real fun. There's a lot of people doing this, by the way. I bet there's also people doing it in Swift, so thank you for following, by the way. And as always, this is the, I don't know, the 6th year or something. So they've been doing it for a while now. It's really cool. And today's challenge is navigating a field of hydrothermal vents, because we find ourselves in a submarine with a crew of elves and then us, and now we get coordinates of those thermal vents, and we want to make sure that we don't cross over the thermal vents where they're strongest, let's say. And I want Cartesian product. So if it's not zip, is it merge or something? Scan? I really felt like it was zip. To hit the number one? No, not at all. It's unattainable. If you don't get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, that's Belgian time for me. There's no way of winning these or being at the top of the leaderboard. But even at my my private leaderboards, I'm overthinking it. It's simpler. Let's see. Oh, I'm not that far behind Koenraad. Yeah. So that's why private leaderboards are fun. I'm overthinking it. Shit. Yeah, my idea was to just generate all of the points first and then group them somehow. And of course, it's always within the hopes of making sure that the next part is going to be easier that way as well, because I designed it that way, Maya. Yeah, for now, the thing is I could take into account the fact that we only have to do horizontal and vertical. We don't have to do those. Yeah, so I guess we could take that into account here first, instead of trying to do Cartesian product for all of them. But my idea was first, let's just do Cartesian product and then filter them out. It's simpler to get the points. Okay, yeah, let me think about that. So instead of ranges, you mean? So if we've got 0,9 and we want to go to 5,9. Is it just taking? Nee. I'm still gonna end up with a combination that way. So my idea was first to do for loops basically. Can we do that? Maybe we can do that, just do for loops. Just simple stupid for loops. If I'm a Kotlin dev, that's a loaded question. So yes, I consider myself a Kotlin dev, but I am I'm from profession. I code Java most of the time, almost all of the time. Sometimes some TypeScript and stuff, but Kotlin is, you know, just the next version of Java. So. Ah yeah, Dart. Kotlin is actually close to C# as well. I have no idea how you write for loops in Kotlin. Ah yeah, okay. We can do it like that though. So if we do the X range, so if we say X range for each, and then we do Y range for each, and now you just want to generate new points. So point of, let's do X, Y, and then we'll do X, Y, and this we can just return, I guess. Map then, I guess. Yeah, flat map. Okay. Oh, New Zealand, holy crap. Where the most important export product is Flight of the Conchords. All right, here we go. Now we've got our ranges. So thank you for the tip, Asperos. It's indeed much simpler this way. So we can draw horizontal lines. Now we can draw vertical lines. Let's write a different one for that. Which one is a vertical one? If we just flip these, I guess. So we'll do 9,0 to 9,5. Then we should keep these at 9 and then go from 1 to 5, 0 to 5, just like that. Let's figure out if we can run that one too. Voila. Yeah, and I guess we can also draw how do you say that? Diagonal lines, but I'm not sure how it would look like. Oh, we don't need it right now, I think. So if we have lists of points for every line, then so maybe these can be lines instead of lists of points, and then we can just, I don't know, make a function called overlap or something like that. Or let's write another function on. Yeah, I knew diagonals were going to be part 2. Get overlapping points or something, huh? So if we get some overlapping points, so if we just make some points first, so list of at 0, 9, and then we'll do another 0, 9, and then we'll do another point which doesn't overlap, 1, 9, for example. Some points. And we check some points find overlap or something. Get overlapping. How am I gonna write that? So maybe what I want to do is something like an entry. Not sure if we can do that. Oh yeah, voila. Entry. So the key would be this one, and it overlaps once, I guess, because there's 2 of these. And then the other one, there's no overlap. Maybe like that. So this actual thing should be a map of a point and then an amount of times it overlapped. Yeah, fuck. Why I'm not generating? You tell me. Create it on list. Should be point and int indeed. Also only want to do that on a list of points. And then so I think there's a way to do that in Kotlin where if you do associate by or group by or something. Associate with maybe? Yeah, I'm not really sure. I want like a count function now, I guess. Where is that point where you say group? Maybe it's just not associate, it's group or something. Ah, yeah, group by, of course. Grouping by? Can you leave that one blank? I guess not. Well, I keep on forgetting how those things work. Tutoga. Yeah, the key selector, it should just be it. Ah, wait, this one you can keep. Nee? Just return it. And this returns... Yeah, and then I guess what I want to do is map values. And then sum them. Or count them. Count. Well, really, it's not count, it's size, I think. Value. Ah, okay. Okay, that should be it. Let's see if that's correct. Ah, yeah, fuck. So size -1. It looks a bit weirder. Yeah. And then we'll filter values. Where the value is larger than 0. So only keep the overlapping ones, basically, yeah? Voila. And now I just want to filter only the horizontal and vertical ones. So for every line, how am I gonna do that? Maybe I can put it in here to only include horizontal and vertical ones? I don't know. So if start chord x equals end chord, not x, or start chord y equals end chord y. Oops, only then return this, and otherwise we'll return an empty list or something. And the rest of my tests should keep on working. And get a return out of the if statement. There you go. That's why I had to add the type to the list. Should still be green. Okay, cool. All right, I think we can try to solve the first one. So that means now for every string, which is in my example input, so we've got every line is, or every string line is a quote-unquote line. So that would be input, well, hang on. Input, map this thing using it. Oh, fuck. We don't have that. Let's put this closer to get overlapping is gonna break because it was private before. So this should be public. So then what we can do here is say draw line. And then we've got a list of lists of points, so a list of lines basically. And I think we just want to flatten these. And then I want to get overlapping. And then I forget what the actual thing was. The number of points where at least 2 lines overlap. Oh yeah, okay, so we need all of them that overlap at least 2 lines. So if when they overlap once, and 5 points overlap. It's too bad that they don't give an example with 3, yeah? So we got overlapping, and you only overlap when there's 2 lines, eh? So that's already this. And now we just need, 'cause these would be lines, I think. No, it's points. Yeah, so just size. Let's run this test and check that it's equal to 5. And then we can do actual input, huh? Oh, yeah, bastard. I wonder where it goes wrong then. We could probably write a better unit test for this one then, maybe. Well, or yeah, so what if we take for example comes from 2 to 2 and 2 to 1. Here, let's create both of these lines and then So draw a line. We want to do the same thing with this one. And then what I think I want is I want to flatten both of these. So line. If we then do first line or list, add all of first line, and then add all of second line, and then it should be a buildable, or we need to be building a list of points, I believe. Yo. All lines so we could call this some points, get rid of this one, and then I don't know what we expect, but we got that here. So there's 3 points here. And it should be 0. This should be there. Oh, we didn't use the contains exactly. That's probably why. Why we got maybe a bad or false positive. So 0 to 9, 1 to 9, and then 2 to 9. They should all overlap once. Let's run this test. No more water. That's green though, the fuck? Why only 3 though? Seems like these are not being taken into account or something. Maybe the flatten doesn't work or something. I don't know. Yeah, size should be okay, honestly. Let's print it out. And then also how many times they overlap, basically, yeah? Let's run our test again. So we're only getting 3 in here instead of 5 points. We only get the bottom ones apparently. No, maybe let's just try that. See what happens next. Now we've got 8s. Fuck. So if x equals the end coordinate x, then we've got a vertical line. And if the start coordinates y is equal to the end coordinates y, then we've got a horizontal line. And in both cases, I want to draw that line. Otherwise, you'll also get diagonal lines, huh? Now, maybe what I want to do is print all of the points then or something. All the points. And then don't do this one. I think I ran the wrong test or something. Oh no. Okay, we've got a 0 to 9. So that's 3, that's 4, that's 5 to 9. Yep, check. And here at the bottom we've got the 0 to 0, 9, 2 to 9 to 2 to 9. And then we also have 7, 0 to 3, 4. But this one does not get overlapped apparently. And I guess it should, but I don't know really why. Let's look at the input. How come this one is not added? Or this one for that matter. That also doesn't make any sense, huh? It's strange. Does the flatten do something weird? We've got empty arrays here. Oh yeah, okay, now you can see which ones are blank. So the second, third, and fourth line, they are all blank for some reason. Why is that? So the first one we got, then the next one we shouldn't get because it's a diagonal line. This one we should get. So the third one, this one, should be filled in. And it should be one where y. Oh shit, I know why. The x is larger, so it doesn't... Godverdomme. Okay, my bad. Wait, let's keep that one. So it's this range stuff. Here I first need to make sure that I get the at least I get the min of the both of these. How do we do that? So I want something that looks like that. Maybe just sorted then or something. So list.x. Wacht hè. List of x, other x, and then sorted. And then we'll do the same with y. And then that's just to make sure that we'll do min x to max x. And now we don't need this and the other, and we can do the same here. Min y to max y. Voila. Voila. Okay, that's better. Then don't want those also things anymore, and I should make a new test to get the actual input results in. We don't know yet. Let's do actual input and then run this test. And that's 5147, Jesus. Let's see if that's indeed correct. Yay, part 2. Let's commit. Wait, results in paste. Voila. So solved day 5, part 1. Commit, jong. There's an issue here. Ja, maar ja, weet je. What's then the second? Unfortunately, considering only horizontal and vertical lines doesn't give you the full picture. Also need to consider diagonal lines. Only ever be rectangle. Exactly 45. I think this is probably as easy as getting rid of this constraint here. Okay, I'm gonna rewrite this as I'll first make a point out of start coordinate. Nee, incorrect them. This I'm going to extract and call it constraint. And then this I'll pass as a parameter. Jong, godverdikke zeg. So instead of doing just draw a line, I'll say constraint is something that takes in 2 points. I think it's like that, I'm not sure. And it should return a boolean. Voila. And then the thing is only horizontal. Well, actually, no diagonals. Something like that. And then this here can be no diagonals. Can I just reference that? Yep. And now instead of doing the default, I can we wrap this and then make that optional? Yep. So if constraint is not null, apply the constraint basically. Start coords and coords. Do this, else return an empty list. And then if it is null, well then just do this. And then in solve 1, our so this needs to be null as default. And then we can just pass the no diagonals as our solution of solve 1. Let's run the tests again. They should stay green. Let's run all of the tests again then, I guess. Don't know why. Ah yeah, we renamed it, that's why, okay. My bad. Oei. Ah yeah, now this needs the constraint. Let's do it like that. And then in our all of these, I guess we can just do no diagonals. Yeah. Let's rerun. Oui. Ah yeah. But that means that if I have no constraint, that it's returning an empty list apparently. Yeah. So this will already be a great test for this part. So if it is, so if it is null, then we'll just, okay, and so instead of returning an empty list, we'll just do that. But now I don't know why I wanted to keep, no. There is an issue with this. Now we're getting a Stack Overflow. Fucking hell. Stop. So before we just had this part. So if no diagonals, return this, otherwise return an empty list. This is basically draw the line, this part. Draw the line. And else it's an empty list. So if we say there's no constraint, then you should just draw the line anyway. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna write it a little bit differently now again. So first let's check if the constraint is not null. If it is, then it should be that with an empty list. And then else it should just return this. Okay. Then we will add some tests that check new test input for the other part. So part 2, test input for part 2. And I don't know, test input for part 2. Oh yeah, we need to do solve 2. And then solve 2 will become like this, but then without any constraints. And now we need actual stuff. So this should be 12. I really hope this is gonna work. So all that matters now is that this test is green. Oy, oy. It's not green. Then our diagonals thing is incorrect now. Shoot, okay. That's too bad. Let's just try to do that. Can draw a diagonal line then. Can draw diagonal lines. So that would be from 4, 0 to 0, 4. Then we'll need for 0 and then to 4. And I think that's it. Nee. Because we also want these. And then that got overlapped. That's probably why. Automatically. Because it will generate 2 of them. Let's see if I am correct. Oh no. Oh, it's empty. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not not what I wanted, indeed. Okay, so part 2 we will do tomorrow or something, because I have to go, in fact, in like 30 minutes. Yeah, I do have to go. Yeah, too bad I couldn't solve part 2 yet, but at least we got part 1 done already. All right, this is where I will end my stream. So normally next time I'm going to do day 5 part 2, and then maybe the next part 2 we will see. So the next day. Thanks for hanging out as usual, and then yeah, normally see you tomorrow. That about it. Peace. Salut, you.